Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Kamen Rider Saber, you guys. I don't even know what to say about last time. It was so intensely amazing. I just cannot wait to see what is going to happen now that we got through with such an event, and I'll get into it more. But first I want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I am sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are watching me on YouTube today, I do sincerely hope that you will hit the like button on this video and also go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, alright guys, I'm not even sure what else to say about Cross Saber because it's just kind of the culmination of everything we've been dealing with on the show, not shouldering burdens alone, relying on your friends, cherishing your friends, all these different concepts, working together, working as a team, all in one very shiny, glittery package. And a couple people pointed out that since the start of the Reiwa era, there has been a little bit more emphasis on not going too like crazy clunky overboard with the design of the final form. I would say that this one is a good balance. I've never really had a problem with any of the final forms. Personally, I don't mind over the top and like, you know, looks like you can barely move in it, but it's just so friggin' awesome. And I didn't mind the more like 01 had what you could argue is a little bit more of a minimalistic upgrade. Even as the series went on, like it didn't feel like they were going very over the top with the different changes in his forms. But I think this is a good balance because it's definitely different enough. I wouldn't say it's necessarily minimalistic, maybe comparatively speaking, but it's very impressive. It feels special, you know, like it feels very, very special. And I think that is what you want to go for with a final form. It doesn't even matter if it's super crazy looking. You just want it to feel like if you pointed out to someone 3 years after they watched the show, they'd be like, that was the final form. That was it. I remember it. And you can test that with me, guys, in a few years and see if I recognize it. You guys know I have like very bad visual recognition when it comes to some things, but yeah. So I love Cross Saber. I love the way it looks. I love the effects. I love just kind of the idea that it's drawing on all of the other swordsman powers, swords and abilities and everything. I loved, oh my god, when Kento's dad got back up in the mix. Not only was that surprising, but it made so much sense. And I just love that, you know, after episodes and episodes of Touma really trying to reach him, who better than his dad, you know? And I feel like that was a really good way for his story to come full circle as well, because we started this with him kind of having those understandably very intense feelings about what had happened with his dad in the past. And I think it was good for his arc. And it was cool just to have them all in one place. And I don't know what's going to happen with Bahato. I think they might have kind of won him over. I'm not positive. But I think it's possible that next time he reincarnates, perhaps, I don't know, guys. I don't know. All I know is he was offered an enamel pin. And don't see how you could turn that down. It was actually a few episodes back, and I'm still harping on it because it was just so fun. Yeah. It was epic, guys. It was epic. Loved it. Let's see where we go from here, because that felt kind of, finale-ish. But we know that Logos is still out there. It's not over yet. It is not over yet. So can't imagine what they're going to pull out is like a final boss version of Master Logos or whatever he's going by now. Kami-sama, Issak, I don't know. Just the artist formerly known as Master Logos. Who knows? But what do you say we go ahead and jump in and figure it all out on the next episode of Kamen Rider Saber? Let's go. All right, you guys, that was such a good episode. I'm all about seeing more of Cross Saber. Oh my god, what he can do with the 3 volumes is so cool. I'm so loving that as a final form. I think it looks fantastic, and I feel like we saw it in kind of like a darker background before, and here we got to see it in daylight. And you guys know, if you watch with me other series, other Kamen Rider series, I should say, I'm always a little hesitant about, like, how's this gonna look in daylight compared to other, you know, like in the dark or whatever, or against different backdrops. And I gotta say, it looked beautiful in the daylight as well. They have outdone themselves with the forms on this show. They're all so unique, and they're all very, very, they look great. So yeah, I'm glad to see that we officially have Kento on board, and like I said, I think that has something to do with some kind of legend or story or myth or something historical in Japanese culture. And I know a few people had told me that's what Momotaro's from Den-O was kind of loosely based off of. But that scene was just so special. I'm going to lock that away in my heart. That was so special. I loved it. And Kento's officially on board. And I love that we've got Reika. I can never remember his actual name, but Durendal. I love that we have them on board. Begrudgingly, but still, you know, I mean, I think the whole, like, seeing them as traitors of the organization thing is kind of unfair when, like, they're really only traitors to this particular Master Logos, who clearly, like, they are trying to take him out. He's clearly not, like, he's an unfit Master Logos. You know, we've established that. So, I'm glad that they're kind of, like, at least seeing past it long enough to become allies for the remainder of the series. And, it's about time. And they were in the theme as well. They were in the theme, like, I don't know if that happened before. I'm pretty sure that was different. Where they were, like, running all in a line here. You know the part. It's that part right there. Oh man, we'll get to Ren. We'll get to Ren. I get that he wants to, it sounds like he wants to figure out more about what he's actually after and what exactly strength means to him and everything. And that's great. I really hope he figures it out soon so that he can be around people who are going to help him towards that goal and lift him up and give him someone to fight for, you know, as opposed to just kind of wandering aimlessly and hanging out and eating with Desast. Not that I don't love, you know, the little foodie club that they seem to have going. It feels like they're, like, always just hanging out. Feels like they're just always hanging out doing nothing. I thought they were supposed to be training together. I feel like all they do is hang out and do nothing. I don't know. Maybe we're just seeing their breaks. I don't know. Wasn't this whole thing supposed to be like Ren's gonna learn all the stuff from Desast? Well, maybe they're learning how to relax. I do not know. Moving on. So I'm glad Tassel's back. That's great. Definitely we need to check on Luna and make sure she's all right. You know, it's interesting how, Logos put it that, you know, oh, she's like your, you know, harbinger of death or whatever, because she was the one who chose you and that means that you're going to disappear. And it's funny because that's not at all how Touma sees it, you know? It's funny how different perspectives can just completely shape your world, you know? You know, he's happy to have had Luna's friendship, and he's determined to use this power to help others and write this story the way it should be written, and not let somebody get in there who's just, like, bored and just wants to shake stuff up. Oh my god. For a second there, they almost had me. I almost thought he was going to have a tragic backstory, and I gotta tell you, I almost kind of like that he just lives for chaos. I think there's something about it that just having a simple answer like that makes him so much harder to reach, like, emotionally. I think there's something that adds a bit more of an element of danger to the situation. So I actually kind of do like that. It's just, you know, he just wants to watch the world burn, you know? There's no backstory. He's bored. Guys, we need to introduce Logos to some fandoms that are going to take up his time and he will no longer be bored. Am I right or am I right? There's like so much you could be doing with your time, sir, instead of hurting others. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna have more to say once I've kind of fully digested it and come back for the next episode. Next episode is episode 40. How crazy is that? We have a literal handful of episodes, weeks worth of episodes left. I believe I don't know if it's been confirmed if they're ending at 45 or like 48 or 49, but I mean, we do not have many left, guys. So, all right, that was great. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.